Look out your window. You see half a meter of snow burying your garden, and you think the growing season is over. You think it is time to pack up your tools and surrender your land to the freezing winter. Well, that is exactly the profitable, pathetic lie the giant supermarket chains want you to believe with all your heart. They want you sitting helplessly by the heater inside, obediently opening your wallet for their sad, wilted, chemical-soaked vegetables, shipped from thousands of miles away. But welcome back, my fellow green rebels. Today, I am going to blow the lid off a 300-year-old secret, a forgotten agricultural technique from the brilliant, hard-working French farmers of the 18th century. I am going to show you how to build a tropical subterranean furnace right under that freezing snow, of forcing your seeds to explode into vibrant life while the rest of the world is shivering in the dark. The bitter truth about winter gardening is that most people simply give up without a fight. When the first heavy frost bites the soil, the average gardener hangs up their shovel in defeat. They let the earth freeze rock solid, naively waiting for spring to slowly knock on their door. The modern agricultural industry absolutely loves your patience and your ignorance. They rely heavily on your winter surrender so they can monopolize and control your food supply for half the year. They sell you expensive indoor grow lights, fragile plastic tents, and complicated hydroponic systems that drain your electricity and empty your bank account. Then, they tell you that you cannot possibly grow real food in the snow without spending a fortune on artificial heating and synthetic liquid nutrients. But Mother Nature does not need a power outlet to create warmth. Nature has its own mighty engine, and it has been running flawlessly since the dawn of time, completely free of charge. The secret to this miraculous winter harvest does not lie in a high-tech, expensive greenhouse heater. It lies right there in your trash can and in the local animal stables. I'm talking about ripped, discarded cardboard boxes and fresh, steaming horse manure. Or, if you do not have access to horses, a massive pile of fresh, green kitchen scraps and lawn clippings will do the exact same trick. The modern world looks at a steaming pile of animal manure and soggy cardboard and calls it disgusting garbage. Mother Nature looks at that exact same pile and calls it black gold. It is the ultimate $0 fuel for a biological reactor that the greedy chemical companies pray you never figure out. Those brown delivery boxes stacked uselessly in your garage are pure carbon, waiting to be unlocked. And that horse manure, heavy and rich with nitrogen, is the vital spark that will ignite the whole system. Let us dive deep into the beautiful, unseen science happening beneath your freezing boots. It is a masterpiece of biology. When you combine the heavy carbon from the shredded cardboard with the intense, raw nitrogen from the fresh manure, you are not just making a pile of smelly dirt. You are awakening a fierce underground army. You are igniting billions of thermophilic bacteria. These are heat-loving microorganisms that actively thrive and multiply in extreme conditions. As they start to feast aggressively on the nitrogen and carbon, they reproduce at a staggering rate, and they literally breathe out pure, intense thermal energy. This is a living biological combustion engine. These invisible workers do not need a paycheck, they do not need time off, and they certainly do not need a single drop of toxic synthetic fuel. A properly built hotbed can push the underground temperature up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Even when there is a brutal blizzard howling above the surface, it is exactly like burying a glowing, powerful radiator directly beneath your delicate plant roots. So how do you harness this ancient, lost magic for yourself. Grab your shovel, put on your thickest coat, and head out into the snow. Dig a solid trench about 2 feet deep, right in the middle of your frozen garden bed. Line the absolute bottom and the four sides with thick, overlapping layers of unprinted cardboard. This is your crucial insulation, your thermal thermos flask that will prevent the frozen winter earth from stealing your precious heat. Next, pack in an incredibly thick layer of that fresh, steaming horse manure or your nitrogen-rich organic waste. You want this fuel layer to be at least a foot deep. Tamp it down tight with your heavy boots, like you are packing a hard snowball. Water it generously to wake up those sleeping bacteria. You want the mixture damp like a wrung-out sponge, not swimming in freezing water. Finally, cap this biological furnace with about 6 to 8 inches of your finest, darkest compost and topsoil. And now step back and watch the impossible magic unfold. Go ahead and sow your cold hardy seeds directly into that top layer of earth. While the air temperature is well below freezing and the snow continues to fall relentlessly, put your bare hand firmly on that soil. You will feel the steady, undeniable heat radiating upward. It is alive and breathing. Your seeds will germinate rapidly, and your roots will plunge deep into the warm, comforting earth, growing as aggressively as they would in the middle of July. You just hacked the harsh seasons without spending a single dime on electricity or synthetic chemical nonsense. You have successfully reclaimed your total independence from the broken industrial food system. A true, wise farmer does not wait around for the weather to change. They create their own thriving climate. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below if you are ready to join this unstoppable green rebellion and take back your soil. In our next video, I will reveal exactly how to use leftover kitchen cooking oil to suffocate and annihilate the millions of microscopic pest eggs hiding in your tree bark, just waiting for spring. See you next time.